All right. Yeah, unless you've been living on a rock, we had on the last major video that I did, we talked about the bombshell that Cody Connors came out with about Dr. Disrespect. So that happened late last week. We talked about it already. I was like, what is going on? This just came out of nowhere. Like, is there an EDA that's 4 years? Why are we just now coming out with that right now? Hi, homeless. What's going on? What's going on? Just in time. Just in time. So the weekend passed. Everybody couldn't stop talking about it. And I was gonna comment on some more things because we were still kind of in this we don't know what's true and what's not stage. There were some other Twitch people, like I mentioned before, who came out and said, hey, I can confirm that this is true. This is what I heard. There was a Verge article that came out actually like a couple days ago that mentioned someone anonymous who came out and also confirmed the same thing. And if you aren't aware, again, Dr. Disrespect is being accused of sexting a minor and trying to meet up with them through Twitch Whispers. So that was the allegation, which we will talk about now, has been confirmed by who else? You guessed it, the man himself, Dr. Disrespect. Crazy, right? I know. All of the people defending, all people saying, hey man, you didn't say it was alleged. You didn't say potentially. And I get it. We are quick to jump out the window. The court of public opinion is super quick to jump out the window. Everybody is extra sensitive, especially after this Kendrick and Drake beef. Like I said, as soon as the news came out, I saw people flooding his comments on his stream saying he a fan, saying Doc, I I hear him like I'm young. They were all hitting him with the Kendrick line. So people are super sensitive to this pedo allegations. So they were hitting them with it. So on Monday, what up, Grim? What up? First time catching your stream. Thank you, man. You said, well, since a young team. All right. I see you. So anyway, fast forward to Monday. Today is Tuesday, the 25th. So fast forward to Monday on the 24th. Doc came back. He was like, hey man, we about to, high energy. We about to do this Elden Ring stream. But something happened. We don't know if it's true, but somebody posted a clip of him like reading something, like he was looking down, like I don't know if he was looking at his phone or something, but he saw something. And when he saw that, you can tell by the look on his face that his mood changed, right? His mood changed, and people were saying that he just went into like one area and he was just riding around in a circle on his horse. You could obviously tell that he was frustrated. Something got to him, right? Something got to him during that stream, right? So after that, then he had like a 7-minute rant, and he was talking about how he was burnt out, right? He was talking about how he was burnt out, how social media is very toxic. It's nice to get away. He was like, maybe I go to Costa Rica or something. So he said that he's going on vacation. And now, after everything that came out, he said, I might make this an extended vacation, right? So he might make this an extended vacation. And this was also after, keep in mind, his company, his video game company, a co-founder called Midnight Society, they said that, hey, we assumed his innocence. We saw the news like everybody else. We assumed his innocence, but after investigating, we decided to drop him. And again, he's a co-founder, so dropping him as a co-founder is pretty wild, right? Pretty wild. So his own game studio dropped him. They're like, we don't want any parts of that. So again, people are like, hey, you guys are effing cowards. Nobody's going to buy this video game now. We want the doc. The only reason why we support this game was because of the doc, blah, 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 blah. So everybody was defending. Everybody was in defense mode. And again, rightfully so, because they felt like Midnight Society just jumped out the window like everybody else was being more reactive to the news, which again wasn't fully confirmed at the time. And again, it was still an allegation based off of a tweet. And now, some articles and some other people coming out and confirming it, right? So he ended the stream by saying, hey, I kind of want to do something else. I don't know what he was trying to allude to. Does he want to continue streaming? Does he want to get into other ventures that are not in video games? Obviously, he had the video game studio. So, he's making a video game. So he could just continue working on that and not stream anymore, or not stream as much. But now that he got dropped from that, it's like, what else are you going to do at this point? Because the only company that you co-founded dropped you. So anyways, fast forward to today. Woo! Fast forward to today. I don't know how you can defend this at this point, man. It came from the man himself. And we are going to read it. We are going to read it. And I want to preface it by saying, you know, I'm glad that I'm relieved. I wouldn't say I'm glad. I'm relieved that after 4 years, you know, again, NDAs, legal stuff. I hate all that stuff. I get it. I get it that you got to be hush hush. You don't want to say anything that can get you in trouble. I understand. But when it comes to things like this, man, enough time has passed. I feel like this could have been, you know, this could have been out sooner. And, you know, I again, we don't know exactly what happened. We don't know. So I've heard, and again, I'm not gonna say who, but somebody who actually worked for Twitch, who was a former Twitch staff, said that the NDA of Twitch themselves is 2 years. So the man got banned in 2020. So if it was 2 years, it would have made it 2022. So I know a lot of people are saying since the stuff came out that it's been that it was 4 years, but I heard from a credible source that it's 2 years for Twitch's NDA. So, you know, Doc possibly could have said something after 2 years. Could have been anybody else. Could have been Twitch themselves. Could have said something after 2 years, not 4. So again, just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. But Doc says here, the Twitch ban. You know, this is a definition of a twit longer. You know, we remember we're dealing with twit longers, but you know, now we can just tweet out however long you want. So he says, hello, I'd like to make a quick statement. Let's cut the fucking bullshit. He just got to do it. Let's cut the fucking bullshit. As you know, there's no filter with me. I've always been upfront and real with you guys on anything that I can be upfront about. I'm always willing to accept responsibility, which is why I'm here now. Okay, all right. All right, let's keep reading. First and foremost, I do want to apologize to everyone in my community, as well as those close to me, my team, and everyone at Midnight Society Game Studio. A lot of people have been left in the dark about what happened yesterday with Midnight Society and we made the painful decision. Hey, shout out to Siggy with 53 months. I see you, Siggy, came out the gate real quick with your video. And we made the painful decision collectively to have me step down. I want to stop here, man. I want to stop here because this is typical, like, copy paste right here. This is typical copy paste. It happens with all the people who are at the top. It happens with all the people who own things. It happens with all the people who own things, right? People at the top, they get to say these things. You know, it's not you get fired or you get made a spectacle of. It's, you know, we made this decision together. We made this decision together for me to step down. Right. Yeah, we've heard this before, but let's continue. Our team is full of incredibly talented and good people that have higher career ambitions and families, and I'd never want to jeopardize the culture we have carefully crafted. Well, maybe you should have thought about that before you started the studio. Maybe you should have thought about that before you got into business with the people that you got into business of. I don't think that you really cared about them. You only care because you got outed and now you were forced to speak about it. Again, let's just cut. Are you talking about let's cut the fucking bullshit? Let's really cut the fucking bullshit. And I said it on the previous tweet when I was talking about the video that he did. I was like, translation. Said translation. I was like, I know y'all heard the news about what I potentially done, so I'm going to take a very convenient vacation. And I put on there, I said, I hope when I come back that you all forget about it and I can continue doing the same stuff. And that's really what it was. That, come on, let's just read between the lines. That's what you really mean. You know, it wasn't just something that came out the blue, brother. It was too hot for you. Everybody's talking about you. You're trending on Twitter. People are making countless videos about you, calling you a pedo. I mean, I get it. You know, I hope I never had to experience something like that. Just an onslaught of the internet getting at you, bro. Because the court of public opinion is insane. Court of public opinion is absolutely insane. You can't beat them, man. You know, when the public have their mind made up, they have their mind made up. So it's pretty crazy. Like I said, I wasn't blaming him. I wasn't saying, because I made sure I was careful what I said. I said it's alleged. It's alleged because we didn't know anything. We didn't know anything. But now, you know, the stuff came out. So anyway, let's continue on. Everyone has been wanting to know why I was banned from Twitch, but for reasons outside of my control, I was not allowed to say anything for the last several years. When he said several years, you know, I was like, several years. I was like, I thought it was just 4 years. I know sometimes people say, you know, several when it's after 3, but I was like, like, has the timeline been more than 4 years now? So now that 2 former Twitch employees have publicly disclosed the accusations, I can now tell you my side of the story regarding the ban. That whether Twitch whisper messages with the individual minor back in 2017. When I saw that, I said, 2017? Oh shit. 2017. So that means it was 3 years. 3 years that either like in between that time you continue to talk to this minor, or it took, you know, however long between whenever Twitch found out to 2020 when they ultimately decided to ban you and then settle and pay you out the rest of your contract. Okay, give me one moment. Give me one moment. I'll be right back. Icon Cap said these were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes lean too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. I'm just like, okay, who truly believes you when you say, like, I feel like when you like when you say that these were casual, mutual conversations, and then you follow up, was this always the Discord? No, we made a new one. But then you follow up that says sometimes lean too much in the direction of being inappropriate. What is inappropriate with the minor? I mean, there's only so many ways that you can spin inappropriateness. 9 times out of 10 is sexual. What does inappropriate mean? Like, are you talking about meeting up with the person, like you're married, you have kids already? I mean, it's already inappropriate, but you add on the minor part, it's even more inappropriate. Was he just saying that, like, overall, just because you were talking with the minor? No, but because he already prefaces with saying it was casual, mutual conversation that sometimes lean too much, and he said too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. I remember you had the one you doing the game with you go, oh, okay. Yeah, no, it's not that one. And he said, but nothing more. Nothing illegal happened. No pictures were shared. No crimes were committed. I never even met the individual. Okay, remember the previous allegation was that you were sexting the minor and you were trying to meet up with them at TwitchCon. So, I mean, I would assume that if you were trying to do this, and then Twitch found out, or, you know, however they found out, whether the minor told or whatever, Twitch found out, and then you like, hey, like, I gotta abort mission. You know, I can't meet you anymore. Abort mission. Like, whatever we were talking about, whether it's mutual or not, abort it. Like, we can't do this anymore. So I'm just like, you say that nothing illegal happened. Yeah, maybe technically it didn't happen, but why would Twitch or anybody else get involved? You end up getting banned, you sue, you settle, and you get paid you get paid out the rest of your contract. Do you understand that if this wasn't a minor, that none of this would have came about? That's literally the gist of why you got in trouble and why this is even a thing in the first place, because it was with the minor and you admitted it. You had conversations with the minor and it got inappropriate. Let's play devil's advocate that whatever this inappropriateness was not sexual. You know, talking with the minor just in itself, outside of anything being sexual, should not be something that a 30-plus-year-old should be doing. I don't talk to little kids. I don't talk to teenagers. Like, so why would you even want to? What were y'all possibly talking about? And this is why I say that this is cap, because, like, why? What do you possibly have to talk about? And also keep in mind the allegations were saying that this is for a significant amount of time as well. A significant amount of time. Like, no, it's just something you just don't do, like, period. Whether it's sexual or not, just some things that are just weird. Period. You a weird ass nigga at this point. Like, yes, it did, MZ. It's gone, bro. Don't even worry about it. We started a new one, and that's that, bro. All right, so continuing on. So he said, I went through a lengthy arbitration regarding the civil dispute with Twitch, and that case was resolved by a settlement. Let me be clear. It was not a criminal case against me, and no criminal charges have been brought against me. Civil, criminal, You know, when we get in trouble, when we get into these allegations, we like to play around with civil and criminal cases, you know, regardless of what it was. Okay, it wasn't a criminal case. So they didn't see, you know, because he said initially that there was no wrongdoing acknowledged. So that's why he's sticking with the nothing illegal happened and it wasn't a criminal case and no charges were brought up against me. All right, we'll continue. Now, from a moral standpoint, I'll absolutely take responsibility. I should have not entertained these conversations to begin with. That's on me. That's on me as an adult, a husband, and a father. It should have never happened. I get it. I'm not perfect, and I'll fucking own my shit. This was stupid. All right. Well, at least you said that. At least you said that, and you understand that morally this is wrong. Period. You know, and there's nothing else to be said. Morally, it's wrong. Now, with all this said, don't get it funny. Now, this is where I really start to be like, look, man, you just said all that, but you still like on this ego shit? Like, nah, bruh. So he said, now with all this said, don't get it fucking mistaken. I've seen all the remarks and labels being thrown around so loosely. Social media is a destruction zone. I'm no fucking predator or pedophile. We've seen it. I'm not gonna say about who, but Camby, because Camby is in here. So we already know. He said, are you kidding me? Anyone who truly knows me fucking knows where I stand on those things with those types of people. Fuck that. Let's stop here. This is another thing that people who have everything against them end up saying every time. I really hate that, like, we are just like a copy paste society. How many times have we heard this? Anyone who knows me knows I wouldn't do that. All right. Like I've said before in the previous video, anyone is capable of anything. I want you all to remember that anyone is capable of anything. Yes, there can be something like, damn, like, all right, man, I was a little surprised because that person was an upstanding citizen. But at the end of the day, man, like, there can be anything that happens that will make someone snap. You know, I don't think that anybody is above criticism. I don't think that anybody is above doing something bad. Like I said before, there's bad mistakes that people do, and then there's worse mistake. This was the worst mistake, right? This was a worst mistake. And let me go back to when he said that he was sexting or texting this minor, you know, speaking to this minor in 2017. You know what else happened in 2017? You know what else happened in 2017? I was like, yo, man, when he said that, I was like, huh, this makes kind of sense. You were being a crazy. 2017 was also when he cheated on his wife. 2017 was also when he cheated on his wife. So just think about that, right? You were wilding in 2017. I don't know what was going on. Maybe y'all were going through it, blah, 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 blah. You cheated on your wife and you were texting a minor I'm just saying, like, I'm not trying to put two and two together, but you got to think about the timeline there, right? You have to think about the timeline. If both of these situations happened in the same year, something was going on, bro. Something was going on. You were looking for love in all the wrong places. Like, I don't know exactly, but you went through something. You actually went on stream as yourself, as Guy Bean, cried for 2 minutes, said you're going to take a break, and then came back. You know, everything I guess was good and nothing happened. But when did this happen in the timeline? That's what I want to know. When did this happen? Did the cheating happen before or after this? And were you attempting to meet up with this minor and also do the same thing? You got to think about it. I don't put anything past anyone. Because, again, when people get caught, that's when they start, you know, acting funny. But if you didn't get caught, if everything just would have went all hunky-dory and nothing happened, then what would happen in this situation? Would you have met up with this person? Would you have done the deed? We don't know. But again, if you're talking to somebody and things are getting inappropriate, whether it was mutual or not, man, it's only safe to say that you might have been trying to, you know, I'm just saying. What up, Sensei? He said talking Twitch whispers and crazy. I know it's crazy in general. I turned off whispers as soon as I could. Had to be up to no good. Mind full of people crying and got timed out of band. Right. Whispers are insane. So anyway, let's continue on. Let's. It can't be mutual if they're a minor. Hey. You right? All right. So let's continue. He said there's a different level of disgust that I fucking hate even hearing about. Don't be labeling me as the worst of the worst with your exaggerations. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. I was like, bro, you gotta be out your mind, boy. You gotta be out your mind. This is a terrible explanation and apology. You didn't need to add that. Like, we're not, you need to get out of your character at this point. You need to go back to Guy Beam, the one who was crying on stream about cheating on your wife. You needed to, I don't know if Dr. Disrespect has like a Guy Beam Twitter, but he should have did this as Guy, not as Dr. Disrespect. Cause I'm like, you cursing and doing all that and trying to be rah-rah on people, like, that's not helping your case, bro. It's not helping your case. But let's continue. He said, but I think I've said what I needed to say regarding the ban itself. That's it. That's why Twitch made the decision in 2020. My team, community, industry friends that have supported me, I apologize. I wish I could have said all this sooner. You guys have always showed me and my family love and support throughout all these years. We love you guys like you can't imagine. I have the fucking best community and circle. If any of this has made you uncomfortable, I get it. You don't have to support me anymore, but just know you have always been greatly appreciated. But trust when I say this, to all my haters that live and breathe social media with zero real life experience, I don't give a fuck about you. Oh, man. Finally, if you're uncomfortable with this entire statement and think I'm a piece of shit, that's fine. But I'm not fucking going anywhere. See, that's that ego, man. That's the ego coming out. He said, I ain't going nowhere. He said, I'm gonna beat things. I'm gonna be able to do whatever I want to do and forget what y'all talking about. I'm not the same guy that made this mistake all those years ago. I'm taking an extended vacation with my family, as mentioned on stream, and I'm coming back with the heavy weight off my shoulders. They want me to disappear. Yeah, fucking right. Oh man. So that's it. So it came straight from the horse's mouth. There's no sugarcoating this. There's really not much misconstruing that can go on. He said that yes, it was true. Yes, he was talking to a minor back in 2017, but he is still denying that anything illegal happened. But he did admit that sometimes whatever conversation that him and his minor was having leaned too much in a direction of being inappropriate. So again, that just right there, like, it tells me you were up to no good, sir. Tells me you were up to no good. So that's that. I just want to say again, I'm relieved that this has finally come out. Like, it's been 4 years and literally everybody was hush hush. I'm still questioning why so many people were hush hush and fearful for their careers or whatever. Even though I did see another Hassan was talking to Slasher, who was the initial one who broke the news about Dr. Disrespect being permanently banned on Twitch. And I didn't get to listen to all of it, but I did listen to the beginning of it, and he did say that he didn't mean to put out that tweet like he did, because he said he heard it from secondhand sources. He didn't hear it from like credible sources at the time, so he just kind of ran with it. And he said that it made him depressed, severely depressed, and he got off of social media for like 2 years. He got off of social media for like 2 years after that, because people were on his head. Him and Shannon, I remember I was on Shannon's head, because I'm like, bro, y'all can't just be saying this stuff but then y'all say, oh man, I know why Doc got banned, but then, you know, hide in your hand. Like, just don't say anything at all. And that's all I was like, don't say this, don't say that you know why he got banned, but then say I can't say. That's what I was mad about. I'm like, don't be saying that, bro. I can't say why, but I'm gonna tell you, like bro, like, get out of here, man. Get out of here. So said, did I see this? What is this? Old clip of Twitch CEO explaining Dr. Disrespect resurfaces, and it all makes sense now. All right, we're gonna get to this one. We're gonna watch this one too, because I got some other stuff that we're gonna go in the timeline, but I ain't see it yet. All right, so let's move on. That's just what I was like, man. Like, why are we even talking about it back then and nobody could say anything? But now we're here, so you know, you take it how you will. There are still people defending him, like, oh, it's okay, dog, blah blah blah. They're just like intentionally ignoring stuff now. They're intentionally ignoring it, even though he said it. So like this, we show the chat logs. Like, why you want to see the chat logs? Why do you want to see the chat logs at this point? Like, I don't even understand why people are still asking for proof. I don't even know why people still ask for proof at this point. Like, you said it. Like, this isn't coming from a secondhand source at this point. It's coming from the actual person. He said, yeah, I did it. Yes, I was texting a minor. Point blank, period. Full stop. At that point, full stop. It's wrong. Full stop. It's wrong. So anyway, let's continue on because his two good friends, Tim the Tap Man and Nick Merckx, put out their stuff. This is so funny, man. This is all like PR stuff. I love it, man. Oh, like everybody shook, bro. Everybody's so shook. So Tim and Nick was like, oh no, they like, not me, man. They said not me. So they got out the gate early.
Wow, this is absolutely insane, bro. Everything I'm seeing. I have known Doc for a while now. We've played games for years, and seeing everything that is spiraling right now is a very difficult thing for me personally, and I'm sure for a lot of y'all out there. I think for me, I know a lot of you are asking, Tim, what are you feeling? Tim, what are you feeling? My bottom line, I think, is if what he is saying, where he said that he was messaging a minor and it would sometimes lead to teeter on inappropriate, if he knew that was a minor and those were the messages being sent, I cannot support that. I can't. I appreciate y'all. This is beating me up, but this is unfortunate to say the least. This is awful. So appreciate you guys. Thank you for the love you give, and I'll see y'all soon, man.
That's Tim's side. That's Tim's side. What do we think here? We're gonna watch Nick's up, and then I'm gonna ask y'all a question because I want to know you all side of this. Because if I have a close friend, right, or somebody who I consider my close friend, I understand, man, NDA's legal stuff, but you just knew nothing. I would feel bad if someone who I considered a close friend didn't tell me anything. Let this go on for, because it's not just 4 years. Let this go on for several years, and I don't know anything, and I'm finding out through Twitter. I would feel even worse. I'd be like, fuck you, bro. I would be like, fuck you. I'm sorry. I would be heated. I'd be even more heated. Like, I'm already would be disappointed in you, but I would be even more heated if you said nothing or like try to make up something. You cannot tell me that all the time that they were playing together, that behind the scenes in the background, y'all didn't have a conversation. It was like, oh, so Doc, why did you get banned from Twitch? Like, do you? And Doc was just like, hey man, I can't say nothing. I'm bound legally. Like, come on now. That's what I'm just like. That's what I'm like. Nah, that's really wrong. Like, how close were they really? Like, I don't know. Maybe there is a percentage that they weren't close, but again, you wouldn't be hopping out the window making a video like this, that quickly, because they know that y'all are cool. There was literally a point where Tim and Nick were both on Twitch still. Doc got banned, and he couldn't play with those guys. Like, I don't know what other stipulations were in there, but he could not play with Tim and Nick and Ninja at that time because they were on another platform. Y'all know, like, it shouldn't be serious, but it ended up being serious. And as soon as Tim was like, hey, I'm going over to YouTube, when Ninja ended up leaving, like, then they could all play together again. Like, oh, we're reunited, blah, 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 blah. Like, they were all playing together again, all, spinning around in a circle in the fields and shit. So, like, bro, y'all ain't talking at all in 4 years. All right, bro. They ain't talk about in 4 years. Said Tim has a past in the child and family stuff he read, used to work in the department or something. I'm still, and that's fine. That's fine. Shout out to you, Tom. But again, like, that's even more weird to me. Like, again, I know the NDAs are serious, but I'm like, man, as long as, like, you ain't got no snitches, as long as you ain't got no snitches who just runs on social media like, hey, like, I know a blah 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 game or something, like, you can't tell me that nobody knew anything about what happened, or you were literally just hiding that for several years. That, hey man, this is the real reason why I got banned. Because you remember, Dr. Disrespect said that I don't even know why I got banned. That was literally his defense at first. I don't know why I got banned. I still don't know, man. Twitch didn't tell me. Clearly you knew, bro. You went through all of this in 4 years has passed since you got banned. Of course you knew, bro. It's bullshit. But anyway, let's watch Nick's response because Nick was definitely defending as well. Like he was kind of, on the side. He wanted to believe that it wasn't true. And I get it. It's your friend. He wanted to believe that it wasn't true. He made a whole video about it. I actually watched it earlier today. He was like, man, if it's true, he said, if it's true, I can't support him. So let's see what he says now.
Yo, checking in. I'm seeing everything on Twitter, and I read through Doc's tweet, and in that very tweet, he basically confirms that, he was texting an underage girl, and it went weird sometimes, and look, just to be blunt and straightforward, man, that's inexcusable. It's unacceptable, right? There's no excuse for something like that, and I can't support it. Hang on, honey. Doing this, talking to Twitter. I can't support it.
Hold
I
on,
can't
talking
defend
to
it. And look, the boys and I are torn up over it too, man, because we played a lot of games with the guy, and it feels a little weird, but what can you do, So I just wanted to update you guys on my thoughts and how I'm feeling. And look, I hope you guys have a good day, all right?
Hey man, you gotta cut ties at that point, bro. You gotta cut ties at that point. So I understand, but again, I kind of alluded to it already, but I'm gonna ask y'all, man. I'm gonna ask y'all if you had some close friends, somebody you considered your close friend, and some crazy stuff happened along the lines of this, would you expect them to tell you behind the scenes if they are your close friend? Forget any situation where you're any backlash, consequences, repercussion, blah blah blah. Would you expect your friend to tell you that they were up to some fuck shit? Or do you think that your close friend would just hold whatever that they did back and just not say anything and then just let it come out like this? And again, you're going to be mad, and that's the thing. Like you're still going to be mad about it. I get it, but like I said before, I would be even more mad if my friend didn't tell me, legally bound or not. I would be even more mad. Like you got to skedaddle anyways, but I'm going to be even more mad. I would rather you tell me up front when it happened than me finding out in this manner. You had a friend in 10 years, you still don't know what their heart look like. Not really friend group, don't mess with that shit, dude. Would probably hold it in. I don't know, man. Maybe that's men. But I don't know. I would be more mad. That's me. I would be more mad. And yeah, and exactly, Fox. That's kind of what I'm getting at, because it makes you look bad too. Again, it's by association. So again, I understand why Tim and Nick were, they were so quick to make these videos, because again, everybody's looking at y'all too, like, hey man, this news came out. Did y'all know? And then they're sitting there like, no, we didn't know nothing. But it still looks bad. It's cool that they're saving face now and they're saying, hey, we didn't mess with that stuff, but it really looks bad, man. It looks bad regardless, but it looks worse, in my opinion, doing it in this fashion or finding out in this fashion about someone who you considered a close friend, who you played a lot of games with, made some money with, and then you find out that they were texting minors. So Cam, you won't be surprised if they were on some I don't want to know. A lot of male friendships, at least from what I know, the friendships are very shallow and they don't hold each other accountable. That is true. We need to do a better job as men of holding each other accountable. And like I said on the last video, like in GI, for example, if anybody was up to some stuff like that, man, like please, like I don't want to have any situation like that within my friend circle. My friend circle is already small, but if anything like this happens, just tell me now, man, so we can just cut ties. Like we ain't even got to make it a spectacle, but just get out of here. Like, sayonara. It was cool when it was fun while it lasted, but just go. Like I said, anybody can be capable of anything, but I'd rather be like that than to have to go through all of this, because like I said, the internet is a crazy place and you can already see the onslaught that's happening. So that's in my opinion. It's cool. I'm not mad at anybody for saying no, that they wouldn't expect your close friend to tell you when they were up to something no good. I say made a friend 1639. I don't know what he looks like. You wouldn't expect them to tell me, but it's crazy you letting them ruin your brand and rush your defense when you know they shouldn't. Yeah, and like that, you just that's what I'm like. If you're a true friend, then you wouldn't also let us get thrown under the bus with you. That's just how I feel about it. That's just how I feel. So Anyways, let's watch this other clip because I ain't see it. Let's see.
Wants to know after all these years, why was Dr. Disrespect banned?
Wow, I've never had that one. Whoa. Well, now that I'm on Mrs. Channel, let me tell you what really happened. Okay, so there was an alien invasion. Okay, many people did not know about the alien invasion. Okay, and the aliens actually possessed Dr. Disrespect.
Oh.
Okay, and it actually took over the globe using Twitch.
With the Shungite.
What my boy talk about, bro?
And so the only way we could save civilization, okay, was to take the action we did. Okay, so it was.
Anyways, anyway, that's so that's that, man. We're here, so like, you know, people are going to feel how they feel about it. People are going to feel how they feel about it. There are still people who are trying to defend, but like I said, I'm not going to condemn anybody who still wants to defend him. But I just want you to take a good look and really analyze that entire tweet and take a look at the most important part, and then ask yourself, like, do you want to support somebody who was talking to minors, like actively, whether he knew or not? Like, you talking to minors, and like I said, there's no doubt in my mind, especially in the manner in which it happened. Like I said, I would love to know the timeline of which it happened, you know, whether the cheating came before or after this situation, and how long that you were in conversation with this minor. I would love to know that. We'll probably never know that part. But again, 2017, like, these two events happening, that just doesn't spell good. That's not defending your case at all. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that there was, the inappropriateness was sexual, and again, it was with the minor, so it's even worse than just talking to the minor in the first place. You were talking to the minor in the first place. So that's that, man. It was long, lengthy, but finally got to it, man. 4 years later. Crazy, man. 4 years later. So again, I'm relieved that Dr. Disrespect finally came out the gate and did it. He better go on that vacation. He better think about it. I don't even know, man, after that, how you can even have fun. Like, I wouldn't even want to go on a vacation for real. Like, actually going on vacation. I would just like sit in my house, just be in my bed. It just like sulk, sulk every day. Like, cause it would be tough, bro. It'll be tough, but you got to eat it, man. You did what you did. You did what you did, and now everybody found out, so you got to deal with it, bro. Try to hide that shit. Again, whether it was you, Twitch, whoever, they try to hide it. And what do we think about Twitch too, man? What do you think about Twitch not saying anything? They still haven't said anything. Let me actually, they said, I think they said like Happy Pride Month or something. I'm like, y'all need to read the room, bro. Like, I know y'all see what's going on, bro. Like, y'all ain't gonna make no statements. Oh, I think they deleted it, actually. They deleted it. Yeah, they deleted it. But they were like, happy pyramid heads, Happy Pride Month. They definitely deleted that joint. You just about to say, you know, his wife didn't divorce him after the cheating. I'm gonna tell you why. Cammy. You know why. Because she probably can't go anywhere else. You're gonna stick to where the money is. You know, I hate to say it like that, but you know, sometimes it is what it is. You know, you gotta do best you can to keep the family together. She may not be 100% happy, but you know, do what you can to keep the family together, because it ain't safe out there. You know, you just gonna deal with it. You're gonna deal with it. And who knows what her breaking point truly is. You know, everyone has different breaking points. Like, obviously when the cheating happened, she was upset because this man literally got on stream as himself and cried for 2 minutes and said, hey, you know, I gotta fix my shit. But who knows, bro? Who knows? She's going to stay where the money is. Like, because I'm sure that she's living well. I'm sure she's living very well. So, you know, sometimes it's more simple than you think. Sometimes it's more simple than you think, man. You gotta. I'm not saying she's a gold digger. Again, I'm not saying she's a gold digger, but sometimes you just like, look, like I would rather just deal with this than be out there trying to start over. Like, we already have a family, and some people do value keeping the family together and their morals over cheating and now this texting a minor situation. So, you know, who knows? We will see. But anyways, man, let's move on.